What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Marky TV. Today I'm going to be giving y'all my three favorite shows in the world, my three favorite shows to recommend for anyone to watch. Anyone can enjoy these shows. These to me are the three greatest shows and sitcoms of all time. Now, number three is going to be Sons of Anarchy, SOA. Now, this show is about biker gang, but it's more family oriented than you think. It revolves around the main character, Jax Teller, and his family. Gemma Teller, his stepdad, Clay Morrow. Damn, my drink. You're gonna need a drink to watch this show. It's one of the hardest and most grittiest gang shows of all time, and to me, in my opinion, the greatest gang show of all time. I haven't seen that many of them, but I doubt anything ever tops this. It is probably one of the hardest shows to ever be produced. I mean, I haven't seen The Sopranos fully through, but it doesn't get much grittier than this. Like, at the end of the show, I'm not going to give you really too many spoilers or tell you too much, but one thing I'm going to tell you to let you know just how gritty this show is. At the end of the show, this nigga Jax has to smoke his mother. Just think about that. The main character has to smoke his mother. Like, straight up do her, like, just blow her shit. That's the sound her brains made. That's the sound her brains made when it hit the floor. Like, and she was perfectly fine with it. Like, she literally told him, come on, let's go outside in the garden. Like, she was perfectly fine with getting smoked by her son. Told him, it's okay, baby. This is who you are. Just get it over with. Just think about that. How much shit have they been through in 7 seasons for him to smoke his mom? What has she done to deserve to get smoked by her son? It's one of the most beautiful and family-oriented shows you could watch, even though it's so gritty and so tough. Like, it just, every season gets a little bit deeper and deeper. And it's so much, it's so dark that, like, characters who acted in the show felt like they weren't the same after they did it. Like, that's crazy. Number 2, Lord have mercy, Entourage. Entourage is one of the most lit TV shows you could ever see in your life. It's about the main character, Vincent Chase, who's an actor from Queens, New York. He's white, kind of Irishish. His brother, Johnny, who's kind of like, Donnie Wahlberg, who kind of like mooches off his brother's success. He's kind of a, underachiever. But by the end of the show, he finds his own way. Their right-hand man, Turtle, who's kind of like the get shit done piece and the kind of the gopher, who's Vince's driver. And Vince's right-hand man, Eric, who's the manager and sometimes kind of the problem because he doesn't always guide Vincent to the right decision. He just runs with his boy. Now, if you're going to be in the entertainment business, this is a great show to watch because it's all about survival in the business. There's so many ups and downs in the show. Like, he's broke for majority of the show because most he cares about is just showing his boys a good time. Like, they kind of come from, like, the white version of nothing. Like, like kind of those Italian versions of New York where, it's like wiggers, fake hood, white boys and shit. The show is so lit. It's like based in Hollywood. And they're running around. It's a lot of celebrity cameos. Like, in the 8th season, he winds up fighting Eminem. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get into a fight in a club. Like, he gets a drug addiction. He goes broke multiple times. He winds up being the biggest star on the planet because he has the #1 movie and a record-breaking opening where he beats Spider-Man. It's the biggest opening ever in the 3rd season. It's so much fun to just sit and just watch niggas from nothing just come up and blow up and just take over Hollywood but lose so much because Vince, like, you're going to really appreciate this show because even with the money, the fame, the power, and everything, Vince somehow remains a real nigga. Like, you're going to love him because he's such a real nigga in this show that, like, he stands for something. And sometimes he stands for, like, something at the wrong time, and it costs him a lot of shit. But you're going to have, like, such a level of respect for who Vince is as the season goes along that it's just going to pull you in to just see how much shit they can just ruin by his loyalty to his friends and his commitment to them having such a good time with this fame. But I'll tell you now, Vince won't be your favorite character. Your favorite character will either be Turtle or Ari, who's the agent. He's the most popular character on the show, even though Vince is a star. Ari is the most cocky, powerful agent damn near in the business, and he is such an asshole. This nigga's such an asshole. He says a wife is like a herpes sore. She comes and goes whenever the hell he please. Who describes a wife as a herpes sore? Like, Jesus Christ. He has an assistant who's a gay Asian. Everything he says to him is just bidding off him with gay or Asian jokes. Every reply, no matter what he says, is a bunch of Asian gay jokes, and it's hilarious. But even gay people love this show because you can't hate, you can't take offense because it's just who Ari is, and he makes the show what it is. So number 2, Entourage, and number 1, the most. Okay, I gotta take a moment before I say this, motherfucker. You gotta take a drink for me. My number 1 favorite show of all time and the greatest TV show of all time is The Wire. If you haven't seen The Wire, I just don't know what to say to you. Like, how do you think you know anything about Be More Niggas or just the streets, period, if you haven't seen The Wire? Now, the number 1 term in the show is the game is the game. The show is just completely built on crime in the city of Baltimore. It completely fuses together the cops, the streets, the media, the papers, the kids who grow up in the system and in the streets, to the higher level players, to where it's like the plugs from out of town and the docs who bring everything, because you know Baltimore is right by the water. It completely confused in 5 seasons. Each season brings you a different view of all of those, and it fuses it all together. There's so many pieces from each season that mold together to where you have to literally see every episode, because there are characters from the first season who matter and alter things in the 5th season. There are characters from season 2 who change the effect of things in season 4. Every episode, every character, and every season matters because they all correlate and all come together at one point. Like I said, their main term is the game is the game. And it shows you that the game continues. It never stops. Just the players change. Because by the 5th season, everyone in the first season who held some type of weight and name in the street or in the cops, in the police division, they all change and they all go to a different person. But it all stems back from the first season all the way to the 5th. It all makes a difference. It all just comes together. You have to see and watch The Wire. The Wire is such a good damn show that there are college professors who use it as a study. Like, what more can I say? This is a show about crime, cops in the streets, and it's used by college professors as a study. So there you have it. Sons of Anarchy, Entourage, and The Wire. My 3 top recommended and favorite shows of all time. So get to them. If you have HBO, if you have on demand, they have season DVDs in Walmart or wherever you can find them. Get to them. Piece by Piece. It's on Hulu, wherever you can do. go and watch The Wire. If you don't watch any of these, make sure you watch The Wire if you haven't seen The Wire. But damn near everybody's seen The Wire. Black, white, no matter what you are. But make sure you go see Sons of Anarchy. And I want to show you something. We're going to watch this together. This is how good this shit is. This is how good this shit is. This here's the scene where Jax kills his mother. It's coming. He about to blow her ass up. Just think of the emotion and the thoughts running through your head as you prepare to blow the damn brains off the person who gave you life.
From the deepest, purest part of my heart. You have to do this. So we are, sweetheart. It's okay. My baby boy. It's time. I'm ready.
Just like, woo, woo.